from Tuscarawas Valley High School. It is playoff football, as you heard. Division IV, Tuscarawas Valley hosting Canton Central Catholic. I'm Tim Stevanis along with Joe Lowry. Ryan Still directing and Ty Similink on camera. It's another great night for football. Not too cold. It's cooling off a little bit, but the conditions of the field are great. Might be not what the Crusaders of Canton Central Catholic are used to, as they've played 9 of their 10 regular season games on turf, the artificial turf, and we can talk about that a little bit as we go along. But we have a team that's seen playoffs a lot, and that's the Crusaders. Tuscarawas Valley is back in it for the first time since the year 2000. We'll bring you up to date on their history in that as well. We're going to pause from here, or will be more pregame for you here on Cable TV2 in just a moment.
On Tuesday, re-elect Municipal Court Judge Mary Wade Space. Judge Space has operated the Municipal Court to be self-sufficient. Those convicted of serious crimes are closely monitored in Judge Space's court, with the cost of probation paid for by the offenders, not taxpayers. And it works. Last year alone, drunk driving arrests fell over 25%. The Times reporter says Judge Space has used her magistrates and other court personnel to efficiently administer justice in the county's busiest court. Re-elect Municipal Court Judge Mary Wade Space, November 8th. For a free evaluation and learn why Ember is the area's leading home health care agency. There is an alternative to nursing home care. Your loved one can be at home with Ember Complete Care.
Quality health care close to home. From humble beginnings, we've grown over the years and changed with the times. And now, 100 years later, Union Hospital is still guided by that same vision. The buildings have changed and the technology has advanced, but it's always been about people. The people who care and the people they care for. Union Hospital, celebrating a century of caring.
These are the friendly VRS cash advance people who can help in your time of financial need, making it fast and easy.
Our check cashing service will help you if you don't have a banking history or if you have credit problems. It's no problem at VRS.
And with our budget phone program, we'll get your home phone service restored regardless of unpaid phone bills or history with the phone company. With a prepayment and activation fee, VRS can fix it.
VRS Cash Advance. Fast solutions for cash and credit problems, located in New Philadelphia, Carrollton, Minerva, and Lisbon.
TV Specialties is now featuring this RCA 50-inch DLP high-definition TV for just $19.99. At this price, there's no reason to wait any longer to start enjoying all the amazing detail and realism of high definition that will make watching television an experience. Also, TV Specialties still has a few of those hard-to-find 36-inch console TVs in stock and priced at just $9.99. Check out the selection at TV Specialties, located at 320 West 3rd Street in downtown Dover. Open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. weekdays, Saturday 9 to 2. RCA and TV Specialties, changing entertainment again.
Go Trojans, what a year. Thanks for giving us the great memories. Those words from Bolivar Citgo Station, keeping you on the go day in and day out at the Bolivar exit of I-77.
Yesterday's on the Canal in Bolivar is a great place to eat and relive football games. Great season and congratulations 2005 Tusky Valley Trojans from Yesterday's Restaurant on Canal Street in Bolivar. Open 7 days a week till midnight.
Tusky Valley football is the best in 2005. Great job and congratulations from Hostetler Heritage Homes, always offering their best in home construction, a tradition from Hostetler Heritage Homes.
And we're back pre-game at Tuscarawas Valley High School field, as it will be the Trojans and the Crusaders meeting here in playoff football. And as we look at the Crusaders, they won the state championship in the year 2000 and have been there 8 times, counting this appearance. So no strangers for them. The Trojans, on the other hand, this is their 4th appearance. And you know the story perhaps of Tuscarawas County playoff action, and we only have a couple of wins so far from teams, and the Trojans will like to join that group. And they're our last hope, of course, as both Dover and New Philadelphia lost in their first game. Joe, as we take a look at the Central Catholic Crusaders, they play some tough competition to get their computer points. And again, they've had some success with the 3 losses as well.
Yeah, Canton Central comes in, they're in no league, so they're an independent team, so they schedule a real tough schedule from week 1 through 10, and some of their formidable losses were They lost the opener against North Canton Hoover 17-14. They also lost to Youngstown Cardinal Mooney 42-14. And then Steubenville, a high-power Division III opponent, they lost to them 28-16. So their 3 losses have been to all playoff caliber teams, and they had some big successful wins. They beat a Perry Panther team in overtime in week 2, and a big win against their arch rival against St. Thomas Aquinas 34-19 to cap a 7-3 season.
And again, as we understand it, they have not played on natural grass since week 1 when they lost that close game.
Yeah, their home field is the field turf that we witnessed last night where New Philadelphia played. So this might be something new for these guys. Hopefully the Trojans can turn that into some home field success for their game tonight.
Crusaders come in averaging 26 points a game. The Trojans are at 31 points a game. And on defense, Crusaders give up 15, while the Trojans are at 13. So not too far apart that way. We'll just have to see how it plays out here with all the key things, which is, of course, takeaways and if you can hang on to the ball yourself and sustain some drives. And, Joe, let's take a look also at a little difference as we look at the rushing and passing from the 2 teams.
Yeah, coming in for the Central Catholic Crusaders, rushing the football, they average 202 yards a game. And on throwing the football, they don't throw it too much, but they average just over 100 yards, 107 yards a game. And for the Trojans, their bread and butter is running that wing T offense on the ground. They come in tonight averaging 287 yards a game. Rushing and passing is only 49 yards a game.
Okay, well, pre-game, we'll be back at the Trojan Field. In just a moment, we'll take a look at some individuals for both the Crusaders and the Trojans. You're watching high school football playoff action from Cable TV 2.
Painful ingrown toenails can occur on any toe and at any age. There are a number of causes of ingrown toenails, but many people put off surgical treatment because of fear of the numbing procedure. But there's great news from Dr. Damon Litzy. Dr. Litzy, over the last 4 years, has been utilizing and perfecting the numbing process by using computerized injection therapy.
I felt nothing from the time he started till the time he finished.
Like one little prick, it doesn't even hurt.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dover Philly Federal Credit Union is proud to introduce the financial vehicle of the future, the 2006 edition of Trent. While Trent is a beauty, you'll especially appreciate how it's been engineered in the same way Dover Philly Federal Credit Union serves its members, with remarkable performance. Built for demands of your lifestyle and financial needs, Trent has his sights set.
Destination, Dover Philly Federal Credit Union, for all of your financial needs without any sticker shock.
Creek Heating since 1926.
Today's Lennox systems are better designed to save you money by lowering your energy bills.
And we can design a system to meet your individual needs.
So, look to Lennox.
And to Sugar Creek Heating, where your comfort is our concern.
Lennox, making your home a better place.
Congratulations, Trojans. It's been an electric season, and we know electric at Harris Battery in the Industrial Park at Bolivar. Harris, taking care of all your battery needs.
Strength in numbers. That's the team play of Tusky Valley Trojans. Great season and all the best from Vaughn's Pub and Grill in Wilkshire Hills, the place to gather after the games. Football at its best. Great job, Tusky Valley Trojans. That's from Internet at its best from Wilkshire Net, your hometown provider for digital internet networking, sales, service, and repair.
And as the alma mater being played here at Tuscarawas Valley, we're back and time to take a look at some individuals from both squads. And let's first of all talk about Canton Central Catholic coming in as their leading rushers, Charles Salter, with over 1,000 yards at 1,034, has scored 12 touchdowns, leading scorer on the team, and Brett Crawford at 337 yards and 4 touchdowns. And then Marcello Natali, 295 yards and 2 touchdowns. Tusky Valley has a formidable duo as far as top yardage and some good support along the way as well.
Yeah, their leading ground gainer coming in tonight is Kyle Allball. He has 1,261 yards with 13 touchdowns. Also, Steve Spillman has 894 rushing yards for 11 touchdowns. And Mike Kane, the quarterback, 41 out of 75, 490 yards, 7 touchdown passes, and only 4 interceptions. His leading receivers are Jake Patton, 9 catches for 193 yards and 1 touchdown. And Matt Spillman has 11 catches for 88 yards and 3 touchdowns.
And on the other side for Central, Kyle McBride, the throwing quarterback. They will use 2 quarterbacks, but when he's in there to throw the ball, he has connected 57 and 136 attempts for 948 yards and 10 touchdowns. He has been intercepted 14 times, so note that one. And the receivers, top receivers for the Crusaders, Mitchell Anderson, 34 receptions, 640 yards, 5 touchdowns. And Mike Fondrist, 18 receptions, 285 yards for 3 touchdowns. So it's going to be the control game of Tuscarawas Central. That's what they want to do. And moving the ball down the field. One of their top games, of course, against Manchester and in the PAC competition, which they won, by the way, for the first time. So congratulations on that achievement in working their way in getting into the tournament action, which, of course, is their first appearance, as we mentioned, since the year 2000. But they like to control the ball. Their defense speaks for itself. They do a great job on defense, and they will look to stop the Crusaders.
Yeah, Tusky Valley started out 0-1. They lost their opener against Canton South, and then they reeled off 9 straight wins. And this is their second time in 5 years that they're in the postseason. Because I think in 2001, Coach Martini, they played Fairfield Union, and they lost that first round game against that team. But I think they're going to just do some ball control like they have done all year, and they had a nice season. They had, like I say, they beat Manchester the first time ever, 33-14, outright PAC championship. Also, the following week, didn't have a letdown, and a good Harrison Central team come in here, and they end up beating those guys 35-18.
Trojans know they need to play 4 complete quarters. They've had some games when they've had to put it in gear in the second half, and they want to go from the opening seconds. Back with more pregame here on Cable TV 2 in a moment.
Story that began in 1983 when Jeff Mathias purchased the company from Ron Pasacra, who had built the business on the values of honesty, integrity, and treating people fairly. It was a natural fit for Jeff, who learned those same values from his father, Shorty Mathias. Following Jeff's lead, the realtors at Pasacra Mathias Realty have a passion to help people achieve their goals. Pasacra Mathias Realty, for 24 years, the mark of excellence in Tuscarawas County real estate. Why is Advantage Bank the bank for you? Convenience. Advantage Bank offers many choices for all your banking needs. Internet banking, ATM and drive-through services are offered for the busiest consumer. Free checking, money markets, CDs, and business checking are the most valuable deposit options. Don't forget the great construction, refinancing, consumer, and commercial loans that are part of their lending program. Advantage Bank, the bank for you.
Congratulations and best wishes to all of our area teams on the football tournament trail from Miller & Miller Insurance on Monroe Avenue in Dover. Visit our website, millerandmillerinsurance.com. Canal Street Diner for a fantastic meal located in the heart of Trojan Country in downtown Bolivar. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials daily, Canal Street Diner is a proud supporter of all Trojan events. Get her done, Trojans. It's great to be back in the playoffs, Trojans. Congratulations on a great season from R.U. Stylin'. We're on the move soon to our new location at 148 Tuscarawas Street in Bolivar. Guys, take note of that address, 148, on that last mention. We're back. You see the Tuscarawas Valley marching Trojans waiting for the teams to come onto the field, and that's what we are doing as well as we are pregame. The Trojans will receive when we get things going. It's always key to get started in these games, as of course the coverage we provided of the New Philadelphia Quakers, we saw how quickly the Dublin Scioto was able to take advantage of some good field position, and that just really set the stage for the rest of the game.
Yeah, special teams is one of the three aspects of any football game that you're going to play, and the Trojans are going to have to take control of that part of the game and hopefully can play a field position game, because the type of offense that they run, they try to grind you out and make you make mistakes on the defensive side of the ball, and then they capitalize and just try to out-execute you. So in Central Catholic, on the other hand, they're coming in winning 4 of their last 5 ball games. The only loss was to Steubenville, and Steubenville is all year in, year out heck of a team. And they're going to look to make some big plays because they got some athletes they think they can face the Trojans one-on-one capabilities and make big plays from their game breakers.
Program note, we'll have some election coverage coming up this Tuesday evening. And when we return here to the field at Tuscarawas Valley High School, the opening kickoff, as you will see playoff high school football action on Cable TV 2 from Torelli Video Productions.
First Place Bank, First Federal Community Bank, starts with first-rate people, true banking professionals who have the know-how and the decision-making authority to get things done, like fast loan approvals that happen right here in our own Boulevard Loan Center. We're at your service every day and even around the clock. When second best won't do for you, count on the First Place Bank, First Federal Community Bank. Community-owned, community-managed, the first place to go for first-rate banking.
Power Sports, the fast track to power sports fun.
Blackhawk Power Sports with ATVs for hunting, fishing, farm work, racing, and trail riding, plus youth ATVs and dirt bikes. Get all your cruisers, sport bikes, and dirt bikes for racing and trail riding too. Remember, Blackhawk's fully authorized parts, accessories, and service departments. Fort Lawrence Road is seen from I-77. Website blackhawkpowersports.com.
Bolivar's Fire Department applauds the Tuscarawas Valley Trojans. Great season. And to all our Channel 2 viewers, the department offers the reminder that smoke alarms do save lives. Bolivar's Giant Eagle in Wilkshire Hills is proud of the Tusky Valley Trojans, celebrating football, Thanksgiving, or the upcoming holidays. Bolivar Giant Eagle gets you prepared.
On Tuesday, re-elect Municipal Court Judge Mary Wade Space. Judge Space has operated the municipal court to be self-sufficient. Those convicted of serious crimes are closely monitored in Judge Space's court with the cost of probation paid for by the offenders, not taxpayers. And it works. Last year alone, drunk driving arrests fell over 25%. The Times Reporter says Judge Space has used her magistrates and other court personnel to efficiently administer justice in the county's busiest court. Re-elect Municipal Court Judge Mary Wade Space, November 8th.
Who are standing at midfield. Go.
Officials for tonight are referee Jim O'Donnell, umpire Reed Regal, linesman James McGrath, line judge Dale Winter, back judge Robert Sutiak.
Easy for you to say. 13, Kyle McBride's also a quarterback for Central Catholic. He does the kicking chores, and he will kick it downfield. To the Trojans, who await.
Deep for the Trojans, number 25, Jeremy Spoor, and number 27, Brandon Beitzel.
Of course, we saw quite a kicker in the Dublin game as he constantly kicked it through the end zone. Spoor picks it up at the 13-yard line, gets it back to the 30, and the Trojans will go to work from there as he's brought down by number 19 from the Crusaders.
Marcelo Natalie, good return by the Trojans starting on their own 30-yard line.
You'll hear Natalie's number both directions, offense, defense. He's a good one for Central. So the Trojans come up with their first offensive possession for Coach Dale Martini. Back in the playoffs for the first time since the year 2000. In the backfield, you got Matt Spillman and Steve Spillman and Kyle Albaugh. Quarterback is Mike Kane, the senior, 6 foot 193. And they go the other way. Hand it off to Steve Spillman. And no room, and actually thrown for a loss on the play.
That time, Trojans went with a stretch play in the wing T set, and Spillman was brought down.
Tyler Isaacs is the center for Tusky Valley, number 52, 260. Todd Spillman, 212 at 6'3", and Caleb Marburger, 235 and 6 foot, are the guards. Jake Miller is a tackle, 325 and 6'6". And Adam Hafer, 225, 6'4", the other tackle on this second down play. There's not much going on the ground, and of course that's what the Trojans have to get going. As the ball was carried by Matt Spillman. Again, the Spillman brothers in the backfield for the Trojans.
This is an up the middle play by the Trojans and picked up 1 yard. Middle of that Central defense combining for the tackle.
Next play comes in with Jeff Eckinger as he rotates at an end position for the Trojans and winds up out at the wide side. Coming is Steve Spillman, still going, but not going to get very much yardage, and the Trojans are stuffed on their first series by the Central defense.
That time they tried to get Spillman on the stretch play once again, and you see the quickness by that Central defense, and they brought him down for a 1 yard gain.
Steve Spillman does the punting for the Trojans, number 35. He's punted 31 times for an average of 37 yards plus. And Matt Johnson and Mitchell Anderson back anticipating the punt, but we have a whistle first. It's 4th down and 9.
I think we might have an offsides on this defense.
That'll bring it up to 4th down and 4. Out across the 35 to the 36-yard line as you look on here from midfield, as we do. So Steve Spillman, good snap, and the punt away. It'll be away from the receiver. It's going to bounce, and they'll let it bounce. Trojans will down it inside the 40-yard line.
Not a good punt by the Trojans, but hopefully the defense can make a stand.
Jeremy Warfield finally downed it. And Central, not the worst field position, but not the best either, as they're shy of midfield. They're inside the 40 at the 39. And we look for Kyle McBride to start at quarterback, but Joey Rhodes goes there as well. And 13 McBride, the senior, 6'3", 195. His center is Pete Cidello. He's 6 foot, 185, number 54. And the running play from the backfield is Charles Salter. And the Trojans return the favor on the first play from scrimmage.
Yeah, they tried to get Salter on that short side. They went twins to the left side, and the Trojans defense, led by number 35, Steven Spillman, making a stop for no gain.
9:32 opening quarter from the Tuscarawas Valley High School field. 2nd and 10 in the backfield with Salter. They also have Marcello Natali. As Salter again gets the call. He comes in again with 1,034 yards. Gets short yardage, but it'll be 3rd down and about 5.
Yeah, Caleb Marburger from his defensive end spot did a nice job of squeezing in the hole and making the stop on Salter. Pickup of 5 yards on the play.
That defense has Caleb Marburger at 235, number 54, Matt Spillman, 180, number 21 at the ends, and Corey Beatty and Mark McConnell are the tackles, and to pass, the Trojans are ready for it, and it's knocked away by number 13 of the Trojans.
Mike Kane, the quarterback, you see the skills he has playing the secondary. Central just tried to throw a little fake handoff up the middle and trying to find a tight end cut across the middle. Kane did a nice job of breaking the play up.
Pat Kane drops back as you look at the last play.
You see Kane making a nice break on the football.
Brent Crawford does the punting. He's punted 23 times, 36 yards. So the punting game about even on distance. Gets a good one away. Picked up at the 22-yard line and not returned.
Number 27 for the Trojans, Brandon Beitzel, did a nice job of catching the field in the punt, but the Central coverage team made a nice job making the stop.
So 1st and 10 for the Trojans as the defenses cancel one another, but a little worse field position for the Trojans when they start on their 2nd possession inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Tight end is Jeremy Lynch, number 41 for the Trojans. And collective tackling on the runner.
Yeah, number 10 for the Saints on the play.
Steve Spillman carried again.
Gabe Turk from his defensive end spot.
Steve Spillman, number 35 in the backfield, a sophomore, 5'11", 170. Matt Spillman's the senior brother. 6 foot 180. And then Kyle Albaugh is number 32, senior 5'8". Mike Kane brings him to the line, 2nd down and 10. We are down to 8:04 first quarter. Matt Spillman in motion, and the play comes to that side. And again, little yardage.
That time, Ben Willis made the stop for the Crusader defense.
And 3rd down again.
Try to get Kyle Albaugh in a lead play, or Spielman leads him up through the hole.
Again, Matt Spillman, 21, has taken in 11 passes for 88 yards coming in here. Patton has taken in 9 passes for 193 yards. If you're looking to where the Trojans might have to go to pick up some first downs, it's 3rd down and 8. Ball at the 21, and that's Matt Spillman going across your screen. Some room for Steve Spillman, first down into open territory to the 45-yard line.
See a good run in by the sophomore. Just a basic off-tackle play. Fullback threw him a nice kick-out block.
Trojans found a place to get a hole opened up and a huge yardage.
Look at the play once again. Trojan linemen do a nice job getting hats on the central defenders.
From the 21 out to the 44. 23 yards. And a first down, 6:59 opening quarter. There goes Matt Spillman. Straight ahead comes the play, and it's Kyle Albaugh.
Fullback trap ran by the Trojans. Number 88, Michael Fondras, making the stop from his linebacker spot.
Offensive coordinator is Chad Wallach for Coach Dale Martini and the Trojans. Gain of a half a yard. Let's call it 2nd and 9, as they did move the stick forward a little bit from the 44. So Matt Spillman comes this way. Jake Patton is the split end, also at the bottom of your screen. And Kane looks as if he wants to throw the ball. He's in trouble. Good, quick pursuit at number 10.
So excellent defensive play by the Crusader defense. Number 88, number 10 was on heavy pursuit. Kane rolling out to his left. He had a combination route on this side, and they just did a nice job pursuing the football and bringing Kane down.
Gabe Turk, number 10, brought him down 5'10", 200, was moving pretty well, and Fondras goes 205.88, also in good pursuit, and 3rd and long now after the loss on the play. It's 3rd down, 18. Steve Spillman goes the other way, and Mike Kane still with the football will lose even more yardage. And the Trojans will have to try to pick up some field position and in the exchange to hold the Crusaders a little deeper.
That time Kane tried to weave his way through the line, and number 17, Matt Johnson, made an excellent play from his defensive back spot. -3 yards.
So other than the big run by Steve Spillman, who now does the honors on punting, stands back at the 22-yard line and will kick it from about the 26. It's a good one. Taken and dropped at the 34 and downed right there.
Yeah, Mitchell Anderson mishandled the punt, but he did a correct thing by falling on the football.
5:29 to go in the opening quarter as the two defenses shine on the first 2 series against the Trojans, and now the Crusaders a second time with the football. So Mitchell Anderson splits to the left as they go with 2 wide receivers to that side. And the ball to Charles Salter. Defense from the Trojans is pretty quick, as they have been all year.
Matt Spillman did a nice job of seeing the football and getting a tackle on that play.
Linebackers.
Running back Salter had a nice little alley he can run through if he got to the outside.
Linebackers for the Trojans, Ricky Craven, number 18, junior 5'8", 165. Kyle Albaugh, the senior 5'8", 186. And Nick Host, senior 5'10", and 210. 4:56, 2nd and 10, no gain on the first play. Coming this way, Salter wants to go. Good tackle again by the Trojans.
Tell you, another excellent play by Stevie Spillman, making a play, coming across the field. They tried a quick pitch, and Salter tried to move his feed, try to get around Spillman. He was looking to play once again.
Watch the cornerback.
Spillman's creeping up on the line, and he tried to give him a leg, and he made the stop.
If not, Nick Host was fast coming to help out. 3rd and 17 from the 29, as the Trojan defense and the Crusaders defense have obviously come to play in this one. Stingy as they are, 2 wide receivers to the left. They want to throw. They throw deep. They throw too long. A little bit of pressure, perhaps, that rushed the pass.
Yeah, they tried to throw the tight end drag, and I think the quarterback was in a big hurry. That Tusky Valley defensive front was putting pressure on him.
4th down for the Crusaders. And perhaps the Trojans will pick up some field position here on the exchange. 4:08 to play, first quarter. 4th down, 17, ball at their own 29, the Crusaders. And low snap, not a large rush, and dropping back Beitzel at the 32, has some room this time, cuts it up to the 44-yard line, and that's where the Trojans will start their 3rd possession.
Nice run by Beitzel. That time, number 12, Jeff Eckinger, threw him a nice block to spring him loose, picked up an extra 5 or 6 yards.
Quick first quarter when you keep the ball on the ground, and that's what's been happening for the most part. 1st and 10 from the 44. Trojans coming in. Devin Weekly perhaps brings the play in. He comes out as a wide receiver our direction along with Steve Spillman. See what the Trojans do on 1st down with 2 wide receivers to the left side. Well, it's just a decoy, and the Crusaders don't buy it.
That time they tried to lead play once again, and number 45 and number 20, Andrew Weber and George Tabron made the stop for the Central D.
Kyle Albaugh stopped right there as he has yet to break free. They key on him for perhaps first and foremost with his stats of 1,261 yards coming in on 209 carries. 3 backs behind Kane. Who will throw? He has some time over the middle at the 40-yard line, just in and out of the hands. It was one that could have been picked down by the tight end, Jeremy Lynch.
Yeah, they ran the boot pass. You seen a nice fake that Kane executed on the play and tried to get Jeremy on the boot pass. The ball was right there, just Jeremy couldn't hang on to it.
Pretty much on the money. It would have been at the opposite 40. Now it's 3rd down and 10. 3:14 to go. First quarter. Trojans trying to get across midfield there at like the 44. Matt Spillman coming this way. And the ball goes straight ahead, 9, 10 yards, first down. Cross midfield go the Trojans.
Nice fullback trap by the Trojans. And you see the burst of speed that the fullback Allball has, and just keeps some legs running and good enough for a first down.
Well, the spot here, don't know. It's going to be 4th and 1, they say, but let's see
play.
Where he goes down. Looks like he got pretty much to, well, now to the 42-yard line, 47-yard line, and they have marked it pretty much there. The ball needs to go to the 46. There were a little bit of an angle here. It looked as he went down that he was at the line, but we're not straight on, and the Trojans apparently will go for it on 4th and 1 at 2:28 first quarter from the Crusaders' 47-yard line. Kane has carried the ball a number of times. They draw him off sides. That'll get it the easy way.
That time Tusky Valley went on a hard count. You see where the middle guard stepped across the line, and that's going to give Central 5 yards for a first down.
Take a look.
Look at this play once again. You see that middle guard they had him off balance.
His helmet almost was offsides as he lined up. 1st and 10 from the 47 as he instead moved across. And the first down moves it to the 42-yard line as the Trojans with a little bit of momentum. And Albaugh on track with his last run. He will block this time for his teammate. That is coming through, Steve Spillman.
Spillman just on a basic lead play. Albaugh leads him up through the hole.
3-yard pickup. Again, that line, we have Ben Wills, number 29, and Gabe Turk, number 10, at 175 and 200. They're the ends on defense. Andrew Weber, number 20, 185. Christian Frank, 255, are the tackles. Linebackers go 210, 205, and 160, with Tabron in the middle, the leading tackler on the squad. 2nd and 7. Kane has some room. He's going to try to run to the 40. Dives to the 37. Picked up 2 or 3 extra yards, but it will be 3rd down and about 4 or 5 needed for another first down.
Yeah, once again, a good play by the Trojans. They tried to get Kane on the edge on a sprint out package, and he had a run pass option. Look at this play once again. They did a nice job of sealing the outside edge of the Central defense, and you see the Central defender hanging on to bring him down.
3rd down, they call it 5. We're down to 53 seconds, first quarter. No score, if you just joined us, Canton Central Catholic and Tuscarawas Valley. Division 4 playoff action, first round, as the Trojans got to host this game, being 2nd in the region. Going the other way, cutting, and it can't get away, and that was Steve Spillman. It won't be as close as it was on 4th down last time, but the Trojans, if they want to, could talk about it, as we have just 27 seconds to go, and they can allow the clock to run down and out of the first quarter.
Yeah, Spillman tried to stretch one. Once again, Ben Wells did a nice job of squeezing in the hole at his defensive end spot for the Crusader defense.
13 seconds. As we say, they can allow it to run down. Haven't seen any kind of signal from Coach Martini to do that, but we're at 5 seconds, and they will do that, and the first quarter is going to come to an end. We've played 1 quarter in this playoff football game from Tuscarawas Valley High School. Central Catholic and the Trojans of Tusky Valley, no score.
You'll fall in love with a new health product, Zango. Zango is the juice of the mangosteen plant, used in Asia for centuries as medicine. Now science brings mangosteen to you through distributors or select retail stores, including Village Drug in Sugar Creek and Meadowise Pharmacy on the Boulevard in Dover. Ask them for the free reports on mangosteen research, or read it yourself online. Mangosteen, it's making people feel better.
Zango today.
We're back for the start of the second quarter. The defense's rule so far, no score here. Tim Stavanis along with Joe Lowry. The ball at the 38-yard line of Central Catholic. The Trojans trying to put a drive together, and it's 4th down and 5. So they did talk about it, decided we're going to go for those 5 yards. Kane from the shotgun has a man deep. If he doesn't overthrow him, and he does,
He has wide receiver Jeff Eckinger out there. He had a couple steps on his defender, but Kane just slightly overthrew him.
I think everybody in the place saw that as well. Central Catholic takes over on downs. After it looked like the Trojans might punt, they come out with the play, and it would have worked. It was a good call, good attempt. And so from the 38, their own, Central's 3rd possession. And they have changed quarterbacks. Joey Rhodes is in there now. He's more of a runner and an option type.
That time they tried the off-tackle play, and 2 Trojans, number 33 was Nick Host, along with Mark McDonald making the stop.
Charles Salter carried again. Again, he is the top yard gainer coming in for Central. Far away from the others, in fact, with over 1,000 yards. The others are all under 300 on this season. Joey Rhodes, 9 of 18 through the air. They've gone more to the air in the last couple of weeks. On the option, he hands off to the first player, and that's 19, Marcello Natali. It's a couple of yards, but they hung on.
That time they tried a little veer option attack where sometimes the quarterback might be able to pull that football out, but they gave it to the fullback, and both linebackers for Trojans made the stop.
Central's been experimenting with a couple of different offensive looks in the last 4 or 5 games, getting more of this into it in case they needed it. And in this game so far, they've done nothing with McBride at quarterback. So here we go, 3rd and 6 from the 42. The Tusky Valley fans coming to life. Calling for defense. Rhodes hands it off. They'll be short of the first down at about the 44-yard line, brought down.
Caleb Marburger on the stop.
Salter again carries, and the Central punting team comes back on the field.
Yeah, they try to counter trap, try to get the tailback to the short side of the defense, and it's going to bring up 4th and 3.
3 yards to go, and of course you're always got to be aware that it might be a direct snap to somebody, and they might try for the first down. This is by no means a fake, and the punt is away. 22-yard line, picked up, carried by Pat Kane, not for much. Trojans have it back.
Yeah, Central defense did a nice job, even though they went for that 4th down and didn't get it. Defense got a 3 and out for them, and the offense is going to take over once again.
9:52 as we're in the second quarter. I'll have Joe check the two tough teams await, and of course they play each other at the same time this game goes on, and we'll tell you about that after this play. 1st and 10 from the 28, but that's what happens next on a neutral site if you get to round 2. Wide receiver far to the left, but the play's coming right at you, and it's Spillman, and that would be Steve Spillman, the sophomore.
John Friedman making the stop from his defensive back spot, coming up and seeing the play developing on the stretch play that Spillman's been running the last few plays.
Steve Spillman with close to 900 yards in rushing coming in, and he's over that now with the rushes he's had so far in this one. 2nd down 8, pickup of 2. Jake Patton alternating at the split end, brings the play in, and we have a timeout by the officials. I think it's an equipment timeout, so this will be quick as Matt Spillman working with his helmet. Clock picks up at 9:17, second quarter. Ty Similek on camera, bringing you all the good shots. Ryan Still directing down below and gives you a lot of second looks. And not much of a hole there. That, I think, was all ball that time, number 32.
Yeah, the Trojan offensive line tried to wash down the Central defenders and open up a hole so he could all ball sneak through that trap, but they stopped him for a 2-yard gain.
Brandon Jared making the stop. As on defense, the Crusaders do some alternating as well. Well, play comes in a little late, but here it does come with Jeff Eckinger, one of the other split ends that alternates. 3rd down 6. Eckinger goes to the left side, and so does Matt Spillman. They're the 2 wide receivers on the right top of your screen in black. And some pressure.
Man, great play, Matt, in there by the linebacker, Joe Bretmeyer. He came on a crash.
No, George Tabron.
Excuse me, George Tabron.
Right, he's the one with the 170 tackles coming in.
Yeah, he came on a crash, and you see the speed that he has, and he brought down Kane.
Had 4 sacks coming in.
Look at this play once again. You see where Kane tried to sprint out and tried to find an open receiver.
4th and 16, so they lost some position there on that loss. High snap, but nobody coming, so he booms one downfield, down to the 40-yard line. He retreats to the 37. Can the Trojans pull him down? He returns it to the 45, to the 47 or 48, and a flag, I think. Or are they just marking the ball?
It might be a flag, considering usually they throw the beanbag to mark the ball.
And it does look yellow. While they sort this out, let's take a short break here from Tusky Valley's field. No score. You're a great team, Trojans. I'm going to back it up and cue it up real quick. Go ahead. Go ahead. Well, let's stop. Oh. 7:36 to go, first half. Central penalized, and we're back to 1st and 10. Much to the happiness of the Trojan fans down below. And on that option play, they get 2 or 3 yards. Can't see for sure who's getting up off the bottom there. Number 19 carried the ball for the Crusaders. Marcello Natali.
Mark McDonald was a Trojan on the stop.
Natali just a sophomore in that backfield. For Coach Kleinfelter. Lowell Kleinfelter, of course, been coaching a lot of years. 211 victories, 129 losses, and 6 ties when you could do that. And his son, one of the assistant coaches on the squad. 2nd down 5. Here's the option coming the other way. Cutting back, first down, look out, and just by the heels does Salter go down.
Stan Guttrell made a nice touchdown-saving stop on the central runner that time. You knew, Tim, they run that veer, and anytime they fake that fullback, they're going to keep that and ride that tailback.
Goethal, 200-pound senior, rotates in there and got good pursuit, but it's across the 50 to the 41-yard line of the Trojans as the Crusaders moving for the first time in this game. No score. Division 4 still with it. Bouncing off, but still going laterally. That's what the Trojans want as Joey Rhodes goes down.
That time the Trojan D did a nice job reading their keys on that time. Mark McDonald made the play. Tried the quarterback, tried to keep the veer keeper.
He's number 53, senior, 207 pounds, McDonald. 1-yard pickup, 2nd and 9. Play comes in with Rob Hoagland, number 32, and he promptly goes to the far side of the field, the lineup of wide receiver. They have a wide receiver on each side on this formation. 2nd and 9 from the Trojan 40. 5:55. Rhodes in some trouble. Can they get to him? Can they hold him up? Can they take him down?
Good play by the defense right there. Matt Spillman did a nice job. He didn't buy any of the faking that Rhodes was trying to commit. He's dropping him down for a big loss.
Good job by the end. Matt Spillman, 180 senior at 6 foot, and watch him
See,
stay
look at this play. They tried to fake the dive, and he dropped back to look for an open receiver. And you see a nice job of Spillman keeping outside leverage and making the stop.
I think that was with a little bit of hands on him, too, on the ends part. But he broke free. He makes the tackle. It's 3rd and long, 17 to be exact. Back at the 48-yard line. And now you can watch for Central to put it up and see if the Trojans can get some pressure on Joey Rhodes, number 14. That's the handoff instead to Salter. He is stopped, but he's down within 3-4 yards of the first down.
Yeah, safety Mike Kane made the stop, and you see the speed that Salter has. He just bursted through the middle. The line did a nice job of blowing up in a hole for him.
Big number 66 there, 255 pounds, is Lance Dunwitty. Might have had something to do. Now as we look at the angle across, 4th down and 4. It's at the 35-yard line. These teams taking advantage of a little bit of field position to try to pick up first downs. Here we go at 4:25. First half, no score. Trojans need to hold. Salter touched once, bounces outside, taken down, very close to the first down. They're standing at the 32.
That's going to be close.
Where's the stick?
It's going to be close. I'm
Across
not sure
the
if
way.
he got
We can
that
see
or
at the
not.
top of your picture there. It's real close. Might be a half a yard short.
Referee O'Donnell is going to make an official's timeout to bring the chain gang.
Great run if we tell you that he was stopped, it looked like, 5 yards back from here, but Salter's reputation would indicate he could break free on these type of runs.
Yeah, Matt Spillman had him in the grass, but he shook him off and got some extra yardage. And we're looking to see if the Central's going to have enough for this first down.
Trojan defense holds. Salter stopped just in time. 4:14 to play in the half. No score, and they get it back. Offense back on the field. The rest of the offense, of course, a lot of two-way performers for the Trojans. Jake Miller, the big tackle. Number 77, 325 and 6'6". We'll see if he can free up the running backs as they go from their own 32-yard line. And then before the play, the whistles.
We got a penalty on the play. I think we might have defensive offsides. They lined up in the neutral zone from here, it looked like, Tim.
Looking ahead, the winner of this game will play the winner of another game taking place right now.
The winner of this game will play Oroville and Akron St. Vincent St. Mary, and both those teams have excellent playoff tradition.
Whoever comes out of there will meet the winner of this one if they're having a close one there.
And the site
they could be.
to that game will be announced tomorrow.
5-yard penalty you see marked off against the Crusaders. So the Trojans get a head start on this series. 1st and 5 from the 37-yard line. Well, they move a little bit to the right. There's no room there. And we go from 1st and 5 to 2nd and 4. Yard pickup.
That time the all ball, maybe if he could have came out just a hair outside this way, he had a nice alley he could run through, but he elected to run inside and picked up 1 yard.
3rd down, 2nd down, make it, and 5 because of penalty yardage. So they picked up a yard, so we're gonna call it 4. Set him down, King. Try to turn inside, and no room for Steve Spillman. Had success on the other side of the field doing that earlier, but
once again,
nothing.
That inside linebacker, George Tabron, making a steady play. Spillman trying to get on the outside.
Again, Tabron 6'3" and 210. You got Mike Fonders, 6 foot 205, and Brent Crawford, the other linebacker, 15, is 5'10" and 170. 3rd and 6. Trojans need a play here to hang on to the football at 3:13 first half. No score. Trojans have had the best movement and just missed a pass that would have gone for a score. Just overthrow. No room.
That time all ball again, and stop made in there by number 15, Brett Crawford. Outside linebacker for Crusaders.
Look for Steve Spillman again, as does Mitchell Anderson, number 18, as he drops back, and Matt Johnson, number 17. They'll go back to about their 35. And Steve Spillman at a 37-yard average will try to make him move a little bit like he has been doing. It's high, it's deep, it'll take him back to the 20, it'll bounce and be taken at the 17. And contained at the 24-yard line.
Good tackle by special teams. Colt Quillen for the Trojans.
Matt Johnson returned it.
Matt Johnson did a nice job of letting the ball take an end-over-end bounce so he could grab it, and Trojan defense closed in on him, made the stop.
Both teams, I think, with full complements of timeouts here. So in this final 2:19, if Trojans can hold, they would probably start using timeouts to get the football back and maybe get some good field position. But let's see what they do against the Crusaders, who move from the 25-yard line. Of course, Salter, he's being hung on to, spun around, and then finally taken down.
Tell you what, both inside linebackers for Tusky Valley all ball, along with hosts, making the stop.
Clock cranks to 2:03, half a yard pickup, so we'll call it a yard. 2nd and 9. And Salter, a rare exit from the lineup. Number 18, Mitchell Anderson, comes to the left. He has 34 receptions for 640 yards. And Patton has to stay with him, and Patton's been beat. But Patton gets a hand on the ball.
Excellent play by Jake Patton. You seen a guy couldn't cover it any better than Jake just illustrated on that play.
Yeah, we talked about Jake Patton. He had a half a step on him, the receiver did, Anderson, and he made exactly the move he had to make to stop him from making the reception.
Yeah, look at this play once again. They try to throw that post pattern. You see Anderson had a step on him, but you see the great play made in there by Jake Patton.
Left hand outstretched and diving full force to knock it out of the air. 1:39 to play in the first half. It's 3rd down and 9. And for sure, if the Trojans can hold here, they'll take a timeout because they need a little bit of time. But first of all, they got to stop them short of the first down, as they have been doing. To pass again across Anderson, and a tip from behind and a flag. They're going to call the contact this time, as the ball was coming.
Both officials threw that penalty. You had the back judge and the line judge. But once again, Jake Patton had pretty good coverage. Anderson that time tried to run underneath for a dig route. You see where the play was made in there. We couldn't tell from this view we had, Tim, if there was any contact, but
tough to see as Patton's 5'9", and he was behind Anderson at 6'3". Don't think he put a hand on him, but whether there was contact as he went up against him before the ball, that's how it's called. From the 41, the Crusaders get a little relief from the poor field position, so they can crank it up now. 1st and 10 from the 41, and they go back to work in the air. Pressure.
That time he might
take
have
it down. And he's got good speed, and he will be tripped at the 5, but a minute 22 still remains as they continually pound at Anderson, and this time he makes the big catch. He now has 30.
That time,
receptions.
Anderson made an excellent double move. You see the play. Once again, he ran a stutter step post and came back to the corner and did a nice job of catching the football. And Jake Patton didn't give up on the play. He still made the tackle.
Well, it's going to be put to the test. That would be the defense from the Trojans to see if they can make the goal line stand now. First and goal. It's marked at the 5. Anderson maybe just taking people out of the play, clear to the right. And Mike McBride at quarterback hands it off, and they pick up a couple of yards. And 102, Central might be using a timeout, but not yet.
Marcello Natalie running the football.
Ball
down inside the 2-yard line.
2-yard line. They're going to let it run at least for this play yet. They don't want Tusky Valley to have any time left at the end of this first half, as there's no score in this game. And it's second and goal from the 2. Salters 26. He would be a good guess. But he does not get the ball, and the defensive hit is made. He's on his knees, Tabron is. So let's see where he was when they marked the ball. Did they go when he went down or when he was on his knees? Timeout called. 30 seconds to go first half. We'll be back. No score.
Rockford can engineer a steel building system to fit your needs and budget. Whether you need a new restaurant, warehouse, storage units, shopping center, car dealership, aviation, agricultural, or industrial facility.
By working closely with your local Rockford dealer, Talmat Construction, you can plan on a project that is lower in cost and faster to build than most conventional buildings.
Today's building owners are looking for durability and low maintenance. Rockford Steel Building Systems incorporate many standard features to ensure weather tightness and tough durability.
Rugged all-steel components help assure long service life even in the most demanding climates and working environments.
Owners, architects, engineers, and developers choose Rockford Steel Buildings for their beauty, functional design, short...
He trips, his knee goes down, they mark the ball, and it's 4th down for Central. 23 seconds, they're going to take another timeout.
They had a fumble, and I think they're going to give the Central lineman the recovery.
I think his knee was on the ground myself, but we're not going to have that one with that close to a break coming out. Or we take a quick glance. As they say, it came knocked out before he went to the ground, and it was covered, and we don't know who it was covered
I think Marcello Natalie was the one, number 19 for the Crusader offense, that picked up the fumble recovery.
And that would be a touchdown for him and the Crusaders, and a try for the extra point. Kyle McBride to kick it. Kick is up. And through at 23 seconds first half. The Crusaders at Canton Central Catholic go up 7-0 over Tusky Valley.
I'm Scott Robinson, Executive Director of the United Way of Tuscarawas County. I was born and raised in Tuscarawas County, and I continue to live here because I believe in this community.
And I'm Michael Hovan, the chairman of the 2005 United Way campaign. I've also chosen to raise my family in Tuscarawas County because it's a place of friendly smiles, walks in the park, and hardworking people who care about their neighbors. The United Way has been working to preserve and improve that way of life in Tuscarawas County since 1942.
For more than 60 years, funding from the United Way has made it possible for dozens of local agencies to help women survive and recover from domestic violence, provide vital services to our senior citizens, give our children mentors and guidance, and lift up the victims of natural disasters.
United Way works because your investment in the United Way produces results. Results that matter, results that help us overcome our problems and needs, results that make Tuscarawas County a special place.
We're back 23 seconds from intermission, but the Crusaders have cashed in on a big pass play and then recover a fumble to their advantage for the touchdown and lead 7-0.
And the beneficiary was that key pass interference penalty that they called, because that would have forced the Crusaders to punt the football.
So McBride, the quarterback, one of the quarterbacks, kicks it. Trojans will get it. They try to pick it up. He's hit hard, dangerously picked it up at the 35 at 20 seconds. So the Trojans have 20 seconds to run a couple of plays. They've got timeouts remaining, but you don't want to put it up anywhere in this, 40 to 50 yard area. If you're going to throw it, make sure you throw it down to the opposite 40 or keep it on the other side of the 50. Don't give the Crusaders any more opportunities. They get the ball as it is to start the third quarter.
Yeah, Charlie Lopez had a vicious hit on the kickoff team for the Crusaders.
So here come the Trojans. Albaugh, the lone setback behind Mike Kane, who has thrown for 7 touchdowns, but they'll keep it on the ground straight ahead for little yardage. As we're down to 14 seconds, the Trojans perhaps content with allowing the clock to run out. It's down to 10 and not going to stop it. 5, and that will do in the first half from Tusky Valley's field as you're watching it on Cable TV 2, powered by Torelli Video. It's the Crusaders of Canton Central Catholic leading the Trojans of Tuscarawas Valley 7-0.
Experts recommend Robies for early walking stages. They are flexible, skid-resistant, machine-washable, durable, comfortable, and they slip on and stay on. Look no further because they're available at Teresa's Children's Apparel in downtown Dover. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m., Thursday, 10 a.m. to 7:30 p.m., and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. Alternative to nursing home care at home with Ember Complete Care. Ember Complete Care specializes in in-home care with trained nurses available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our staff includes 26 skilled nurses, a physical therapist, and 150 home health aides. Call Ember Complete Care today for a free evaluation and learn why Ember is the area's leading home health care agency. There is an alternative to nursing home care. Your loved one can be at home with Ember Complete Care.
It started with a vision: quality health care close to home. From humble beginnings, we've grown over the years and changed with the times. And now, 100 years later, Union Hospital is still guided by that same vision. The buildings have changed and the technology has advanced, but it's always been about people. The people who care and the people they care for. Union Hospital, celebrating a century of caring.
The friendly VRS cash advance people who can help in your time of financial need, making it fast and easy.
Our check cashing service will help you if you don't have a banking history or if you have credit problems. It's no problem at VRS.
And with our budget phone program, we'll get your home phone service restored regardless of unpaid phone bills or history with the phone company. With a prepayment and activation fee, VRS can fix it.
VRS Cash Advance, fast solutions for cash and credit problems, located in New Philadelphia, Carrollton, Minerva, and Lisbon.
On Tuesday, re-elect Municipal Court Judge Mary Wade Space. Judge Space has operated the municipal court to be self-sufficient. Those convicted of serious crimes are closely monitored in Judge Space's court with the cost of probation paid for by the offenders, not taxpayers. And it works. Last year alone, drunk driving arrests fell over 25%. The Times Reporter says Judge Space has used her magistrates and other court personnel to efficiently administer justice in the county's busiest court. Re-elect Municipal Court Judge Mary Wade Space, November 8th.
Game with Licking Valley, 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon. You can watch that again Monday night at 7, Dover Licking Valley from playoff action. And this Tusky Valley game, if you're watching Saturday night, comes up Sunday night again at 7. Don't forget our election coverage on Tuesday evening. And we want to mention we've had some extra fees from the state for rights fees to do tournament football, and we have some additional sponsors on a short version that we call game time sponsors involved with this coverage. And some of those for this game: the Bolivar Fire Department, Elite Cryogenics, RU Stylin, Vaughn's Pub and Grill, and Liebold Funeral Home. Going to take a short break from here, and in just a few seconds here, you'll be watching the Massacre Matthias Showcase of Home. A great team, Trojans. Those words from Elite Cryogenics in the Industrial Park at Bolivar. Like a good football team, Elite Cryogenics works hard to be fair with quality in giving timely service.
What a treat, these 2005 Trojans. Congratulations and all the best from the Queen of Treats, Bolivar's Dairy Queen, located at the I-77 exit at Bolivar. Congratulations, Tusky Valley Trojans, for this 2005 football season from Wilkshire Golf. Year-round golf, weather permitting, with a heated driving range. That's Wilkshire Golf Course.
Richard Liebold and Liebold Funeral Home recognize the hard work and congratulate the 2005 football Trojans. Liebold Funeral Home in the community to serve and to support when needed.
This is the Massacre Matthias Realty Showcase of Homes, a video tour of available homes in the Tuscarawas Valley area. Here are this week's selections.
Here's an exquisite home on Waldenmeyer Drive in Dover, with 3 bedrooms and 4 baths. The kitchen features mullet cabinets and hardwood floors, and the living room has cathedral ceilings plus a skylight. Top it off with a rec room with fireplace, exercise room, and a full bath. There are security and sprinkler systems and a fenced-in backyard. Check with Jeff Mathias for more details.
On French Hill Road out of Dover, this brick ranch could be your next home. It has 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, and a first-floor laundry. Set on a 1-acre lot, this 2000 home features a Florida room, plus a large deck where you can enjoy the English wild garden and pond. Call June Contini and Paula Salzner for a closer look.
Here's a spacious 3-bedroom home on Wood Street in Newcomerstown. Updated with a new oak kitchen with eat-in area, and there's newer windows, vinyl siding, roof, and carpeting. The home also features a great lower-level family room and is situated on a 45 by 117-foot lot. Cheryl Hogue can provide extra details. Give her a call.
You've been watching the Pasaker Mathias Realty Showcase of Homes. Call them today about these and other available properties that you can call home. Pasaker Mathias Realty, excelling in real estate in the Tuscarawas Valley.
And we're back at halftime as the Trojan Marching Band heads off the field. You heard a few moments of them as it's 7-0 as it's time for the Ember Complete Care look at the first half. Not a lot happening on the scoreboard, a lot of defense, but Central leads Tusky Valley 7-0. Joe?
Yeah, we're at halftime with Central Catholic out in front 7-0. And at the end of the first quarter, we ended up in zeros. Neither team scored at that point. And in the second quarter with 23 seconds left, the Crusaders end up scoring, and we think, Tim, it was a fumble recovery in the end zone by the fullback Marcelo Natalie. And the big play in that drive was a big 54-yard reception from McBride to Anderson to get him down to the 5-yard line. And our stats we have for halftime, first for the Tusky Valley Trojans, quarterback Mike Kane has only thrown 2 passes, and neither one of those passes have been complete. In the running game, Steve Spielman has 8 carries for 29 yards. Fullback Kyle Allball has 8 carries for 18 yards. And for the Central Catholic Crusaders, Kyle McBride has attempted 4 passes, one of those complete for 54 yards. And the other quarterback, Joey Rhodes, has not attempted a pass. In the ground game, Charles Salter has 10 carries for 41 yards. Marcelo Natalie has 4 carries, 14 yards, and one of those was that fumble recovery for a touchdown. And Mitchell Anderson has the only catch, and that was a big 54-yard reception that took them down to the 5-yard line. So both these teams have been playing excellent defenses, very aggressive on both sides of the ball. And like I say, Tusky Valley is still going to try to establish the run game. In Central, they've been putting 8 guys in the box to try to force Tusky Valley to throw the football.
We'll be back with the third quarter and more information on this game. It's a close one, 7-0.
TV Specialties is now featuring this RCA 50-inch DLP high-definition TV for just $19.99. At this price, there's no reason to wait any longer to start enjoying all the amazing detail and realism of high definition that will make watching television an experience. Also, TV Specialties still has a few of those hard-to-find 36-inch console TVs in stock and priced at just $9.99. Check out the selection at TV Specialties, located at 320 West 3rd Street in downtown Dover. Open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. weekdays, Saturday 9 to 2. RCA and TV Specialties, changing entertainment again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dover Philly Federal Credit Union is proud to introduce the financial vehicle of the future, the 2006 edition of Trent. While Trent is a beauty, you'll especially appreciate how it's been engineered in the same way Dover Philly Federal Credit Union serves its members, with remarkable performance. Built for demands of your lifestyle and financial needs, Trent has his sights set.
Destination, Dover Philly Federal Credit Union, for all of your financial needs without any sticker shock.
It's a success story that began in 1983 when Jeff Mathias purchased the company from Ron Pasacra, who had built the business on the values of honesty, integrity, and treating people fairly. It was a natural fit for Jeff, who learned those same values from his father, Shorty Mathias. Following Jeff's lead, the realtors at Pasacra Mathias Realty have a passion to help people achieve their goals. Pasacra Mathias Realty, for 24 years, the mark of excellence in Tuscarawas County real estate.
Honey, I think there might be a problem with the utility bill.
A high-efficiency Lennox system from Sugar Creek Heating can really save you money.
It can't be that low, can it?
Sugar Creek Heating can save you up to 60%.
Do you think we should say anything?
No.
Good idea.
Start saving energy.
At Sugar Creek Heating, your comfort is our concern.
Lennox, making your home a better place.
Legendary quality, legendary durability. That's Red Wing Shoes. Stop in at Miller's Clothing and Shoes and see if they're the right fit for you. Tri-County's most reasonably priced store, downtown New Philadelphia.
Congratulations, Trojans. It's been an electric season, and we know electric at Harris Battery in the Industrial Park at Bolivar. Harris, taking care of all your battery needs.
Strength in numbers. That's the team play of Tusky Valley Trojans. Great season and all the best from Vaughn's Pub and Grill in Wilkshire Hills, the place to gather after the games. Football at its best. Great job, Tusky Valley Trojans. That's from Internet at its best from Wilkshire Net, your hometown provider for digital internet networking, sales, service, and repair.
Elect Municipal Court Judge Mary Wade Space. Judge Space has operated the municipal court to be self-sufficient. Those convicted of serious crimes are closely monitored in Judge Space's court with the cost of probation paid for by the offenders, not taxpayers. And it works. Last year alone, drunk driving arrests fell over 25%. The Times reporter says Judge Space has used her magistrates and other court personnel to efficiently administer justice in the county's busiest court. Re-elect